to, make sure that I had a legacy to leave my kids. I wanted to make sure that my kids didn't struggle like I did. So I went into the military. I did 16 years. I did an early retirement because of some medical issues. Went into worked for the government and, got my bachelor's degree, got my master's degree, got an honorary doctorate degree. So I wanted my kids to know that, just because you come from, certain circumstances, you can come out of that. You can achieve anything that you put your mind to.
Wow. And that is so amazing because I'm sitting here and I'm just things just running through my mind. Your journey is my journey is similar to your journey because I think you're a little older than me. um I went through the same thing, growing up in the country, and didn't have to live in the projects, but living in, you know not having as much as other people had. We I grew up on like a farm area in the country, so it was kind of different. We if we didn't grow it, if we didn't farm it, if we didn't grow it, a lot of the times we didn't have it.
Yeah.
So I truly understand, and then being able to be in a place like, I think I was one of the first girls in my family to go off to college, to even play sports and to even get a scholarship. It was none heard of in my family. But now, I have a nephew that has a master's degree. Matter of fact, he just texted me telling me he's going through customs now, getting ready to get on the plane. He's in the military, and I'm grateful, that we were able to break that generational curse, because in my family, everybody worked in mills and plants, and all people know was to work in warehouses. That's all they knew. Their thing was to go and work at one of the top Fortune 500 warehouses like BMW, and places like that's their goal. That wasn't mine. I didn't want to go work in a mill. I didn't want to go work in a plant. So I wanted to do something different. So how I ended up here, this was not part of the plan. This was not something that I dreamed of. This is not something that I had on my cards. Even being an author, a lot of the stuff that I'm walking into, I never dreamed of doing it. But God had plans for me. You know, he had already mapped it out. He had already ordained it. It seemed like everything that I wanted to walk into, it he would shut it down. And it always led towards these things that I'm doing now. So I tell everybody, just try, step out on faith. I had my nephew, he just got promoted to chief of the fire department in South Carolina. Um, he just walked up to the fire department one day and said, I'm about to walk up here and see if they'll let me volunteer. And he walked up there and he come back with one of their walkie talkies and one of their what's the name. And next thing you know, when he graduated from high school, he never went to college. When he graduated from high school, they had already gave him a position. He worked as a for the last year, he was the intern um chief, but he was a lieutenant at another fire department. So I tell you, just looking at him, and he say, Auntie, he say, I have great role models. He say, y'all made us do this. He said, y'all set the standards. So I'm grateful that I was able to set a standard for
Yeah.
somebody to say, hey, I want to live up to that. And you are definitely doing that. You are definitely creating a legacy. You are definitely, you bachelors, doctors, masters, like you are doing it. Like, what a legacy. It is an honor to have you here today. Like,
Thank you.
I want you to share, like, I want you to share with the people whatever it is that you have laid on your heart today, that you want them to know about you, so that they can stay in contact with you, so that they can follow your platform. Just that short time that I've had here with you today, it just made me want to, you know, find out what more are you doing. Like, how are you empowering? How are you empowering? What are you doing? Like, just hearing you just say those words just make me want to just come and just find out. So how can people get some of your empowerment tools, get some of your tips? What can they do?
Okay. So, they can always reach out to me through my email, mrsivey at